2. Millsap's got 5 points in the quarter.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And, you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backboard.
Now, here is Smith. 9 points in the game so far. It's deflected. Millsap with the steal. To the paint, here's Frank. Kenneth Faried pulls it in.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Millsap. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
So it's the Hawks now. Following the miss by Kenneth Faried, Smith with the defensive effort.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
No luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Millsap inside, defended by Durant, and that one's good. Millsap.
Unstoppable. He has got it on automatic out there.
And, you know, the defensive effort is not bad. They're doing the best they can, but he's been simply too much for him.
Now here's Faried. Smith inside. Millsap's there. Smith, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Kicks it to Millsap. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Paul Millsap. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Millsap. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Durant, here we go. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Hawks ahead, ending the 3rd quarter with a huge surge. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now
the Thunder shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And Oklahoma City. Atlanta shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's Schroeder missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 9 points here in the 2nd half.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Schroeder kicks to Young. Feeds it to Parsons. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Here's Smith. And he gets it to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now here's Schroeder, fended by Dunleavy. On its way from Young for two, and Harkless pulls it down.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Now here is Smith. He's covered closely, and the foul called on Freak. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Damian Inglis has checked in for Harkless. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Young kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Rowland. The three-pointer is right on target.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Smith missing again. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. There's the pick. To the paint, off the screen, and Parsons with the lay-in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Smith, no good.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Pass to Horford. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Good job here in the second half. They're doing a really solid job of pounding that ball inside, and they're being intentional about it. And that's the way you succeed, getting that ball inside.
Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Smith. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Blocking foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The drive by Smith. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
So far in the game for Mr. Clutch, he's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now here's Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Coles. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Paul Millsap. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
From 11 feet away, and he can't bank that one in. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Fareed, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Smith against Young. Screen by Fareed. There's a good screen. Screen by Fareed. That's a 2 from Smith. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on this.
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
We got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. As simple as that.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight. Big time. They needed this sort of performance from him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
You got to love Paul Millsap showing us all of what he's capable of. He's tough to guard. He's got a tremendous combination of an inside and an outside game. He can really do it all. He'll get you points at the rim, and he can knock down the mid-range jump shot. Whatever it takes.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
take them back.
Yeah.